Could the Golden State Warriors be on the verge of a monumental shift? With whispers swirling around the league, a trade for a superstar, one who could elevate this team to new heights, might be closer than we think. Speculation is rife, and while names are being tossed around, one young talent has been deemed untouchable by the Warriors. But is that stance about to change? Stay tuned as we dive into the latest buzz and what it could mean for our beloved Warriors. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like to stay updated on all things Golden State. The Golden State Warriors have been the talk of the NBA offseason, and let me tell you, it's been a wild ride for us fans. With the latest buzz surrounding a potential trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo, the stakes couldn't be higher. Imagine a lineup featuring Stephen Curry and the two-time MVP. Talk about a championship-caliber team. But let's dive into this a bit deeper. The Warriors spent the summer dreaming big, aiming for stars like Paul George, Lauri Markkanen, or Karl-Anthony Towns. But each of those talks hit a wall when the Warriors made it clear they weren't willing to part with their young star, Brandon Podziemski. Now, I get it, Podziemski is brimming with talent and potential. He's entering his second season, and the sky's the limit for him. But are we overvaluing what he could bring to this team in the long term? Think about it. If we're talking about bringing in a superstar like Towns, George, or Markkanen who would seamlessly fit into a role alongside Curry, then hanging on to Podziemski makes sense. But for a legitimate running mate like Giannis, that's a tough decision. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, the Warriors, along with teams like the Miami Heat, New York Knicks, and Brooklyn Nets, are among those eyeing the Greek freak. If the Milwaukee Bucks decide to move on from Giannis, the Warriors will need to act fast, and they'll have to put together one of the largest trade packages in NBA history. Now, let's talk numbers. A trade for Giannis would be complicated financially. We're looking at potential pieces like Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, and yes, even the once untouchable Podziemski as part of the starting point. From there, the Warriors would have to match salaries and throw in the majority of their 6 remaining future first-round picks. It's a hefty price to pay, but the chance to pair Curry with Giannis is something you simply can't ignore. Picture this: a starting 5 of Curry, Antetokounmpo, Buddy Hield, Draymond Green, and DeAnthony Melton. That's not just a playoff team. That's a squad that could dominate the league. Or, if the Warriors want to go big, they could swap Melton for Kevin Looney or Tracy Jackson-Davis. Sure, Steve Kerr loves to run a deep rotation, but after a blockbuster trade like this, depth would take a hit. However, adding a 2-time MVP is a move that could redefine our franchise. Now, I have to ask, do you think this is the right path for the Warriors? Personally, I'm torn. On one hand, the prospect of landing Giannis is exhilarating. He's a game changer, and we all know the impact he can have on both ends of the floor. But giving up a young talent like Podziemski, who could be a cornerstone for years to come, feels risky. It's a delicate balance between the present and the future, and I'm not sure where I stand. And what about you? How do you feel about the possibility of trading away Podziemski for Giannis? Are you in favor of chasing that championship now, or do you believe in building for the future? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Share your expectations, your frustrations, and let's have a conversation about it. Before we wrap up, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow Warriors fans. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of the latest updates on our beloved team. Activate that notification bell to stay in the loop with all the essential news. As we move forward, let's keep the debate going and stay passionate about our Warriors. We're in this together,